boys and girls. I see a lot of red, white, and blue today because I'm going to talk about America. We all love the United States of America where we live, and it's made up of very different regions, different kinds of weather where you end up going, and so much history. America is our country, and it's the place we call home. Its name means freedom to people all over the world. That's what they know. Now, America has 50 states from the Atlantic coast to the Pacific Ocean and beyond. America is a flag of stars and stripes. America is farmers, miners, factory workers, bakers, bankers, and each one of you. America is Niagara Falls and Grand Canyon. It has swamps and deserts. The book that I brought today is one that I really love, and it tells us about America. Sometimes I bring books that I have in my home. Sometimes I go to the Schomburg Library and look for books. But this book that I'm reading today, the Schomburg Library didn't have. Did you know that one library can order a book to borrow from another library? Well, that's what they did for me. They called a library in Quincy, Illinois. Quincy is southwest of us, almost by St. Louis. And then when I return it to the Schomburg Library, they will make sure that they return it back to the library in Quincy. So we say thank you to that library for sharing. They have some special tags on it, and it says don't remove. So we'll just peek under there, and it says America is. Let's look about our country. You know, we talk about America, but sometimes we don't realize how many things there are in our United States of America. America is 50 states from the Atlantic coast to the Pacific Ocean and beyond. It is called the United States of America. Some states are big, some states are small. 13 of the states are very, very old. The rest came later, one by one. There's a map of the whole United States of America. And we have Alaska that's way up here and Hawaii down here, so they always put them in a little separate spot there. Here's where we are, Illinois. Many of you, I bet, have been to Wisconsin and Michigan and Minnesota, Florida, and California. But those are all states that make up the United States of America. America is a flag of stars and stripes, 50 stars for the 50 states we have now, 13 stripes for the 13 states that began our nation. So here would be the 50 stars and then the 13 stripes. That's the meaning behind our flag. America is teachers and their students in schools in every state, and miners and factory workers, artists and musicians, bakers and bankers, and millions of other people. They work at many different kinds of jobs at every hour of the day and night. All the different jobs you see. You can see a teacher there. You can see all the different workers. America is skyscrapers, tall with many windows, up, up, up. Did you ever go downtown and you just keep looking up at the buildings? They never seem to end. The skyscrapers. And people in cities who rush to and from work, sometimes in cars, in buses, in taxi cabs, on subways, and fast trains. Whoosh! Honk, honk, hurry, hurry. Everybody's moving so quickly. From New York City to Chicago to Los Angeles, this is America. Cities are very busy. Everybody's moving, going to the place they need to be. But America is swamps and bayous of the deep south, and ponds that glimmer from east to west, and lakes so huge and deep they seem as big as an ocean, and rushing streams and creeks and brooks, and rivers that are long and wide that bring our states together as one big vast land from the Hudson to the Ohio, to the Mississippi, to the Columbia. This is America. That's when you get out in the country and you see how beautiful it is. We have cities, we have the countryside. America is home to its very first people, the proud tribes who live in peace with the earth and the sky, whose words bring wisdom to all who listen. Look at the nature and the grass, the birds, and that beautiful, the colors on that tree. I love that. And America is those of us who came later. Many kinds of people from many countries of the world. We are one family. We are one team. Just like when you play soccer, you work as a team. That's what we have to do in our country, too. We are Americans. And America is the prairie, tall grass, wind, and the stars. Oh, you can see so many stars. Just listen when you're out in nature. This is America, too. America is the stone walls of New England, the forests of the Northwest, the oysters and all that you find in the Chesapeake Bay, and Minnesota winters. Oh my goodness, 10 degrees below zero, and sometimes even colder. We know about those winter days, don't we? The West and its ranches are part of this nation too, with 10-gallon hats and boots and spurs, with herds of cattle and lassos in the cowboys' hands. Rodeo, yippee-yi-yay! This is America. So many different things in America. America is rugged mountains with caps of snow and deserts that are so hot and dry, 110 degrees in the shade. It's Niagara Falls and the Grand Canyon, sandy beaches to fly a kite on, or dig all the way to China. So much to see in every state. America. America is big trucks, wide horizons, roads that take us east and west, north and south. And America is old towns with old names and new towns yet to be. They tell our history then and now. It's a nation where there are 50 states. They all meet and we are all one. America is the land where we are free to live, to speak out, to worship, to work, to play, to follow our dreams. We're very fortunate, aren't we? America is names that we remember like George Washington, Betsy Ross, Ben Franklin, Harriet Tubman, Abraham Lincoln, Eleanor Roosevelt, and Martin Luther King Jr. And holidays that we call our own. Thanksgiving in November to honor the Pilgrims and the Native Americans. The 4th of July, when every summer in every state fireworks light up our sky. Happy birthday, America. America is letters and phone calls, emails and faxes from family and friends from the 50 states near and far. Vacations and reunions. We connect across the rivers, across the mountains, across the miles, across America. America is the stories of all of us told together from continent to continent across the world. We are a nation whose name means freedom. We're very lucky, boys and girls, to be living in the United States of America. And I know when you see our flag, it's always a reminder. And now you'll know about the stars and the stripes, special holidays we have, and how many different things you can see across our country. It's not all the same as what we see where we live. So remember, when you see all of these things, say thank you for all the things we have. And when you say the Pledge to Allegiance to the flag, your hand goes over your heart, and I bet you say it every day at school. You can say it at home too. So, enjoy living in America, boys and girls, and I will too. I'll see you next week. We'll see what story we have then. Bye now.